So let's head straight into qualification and see how it goes. For my first run, it wasn't even that bad of a run, but you can see right here, oh, we just about crossed the white line and we invalidate our first run, which would have been a 28.7, just for reference for our delta here. As we're gonna move on to our second run, which will be our fastest run, unfortunately, because as you can see straight away into turn 1 we completely mess it up and lose about 2/10. The rest of the S's was hooked up fairly nice, not staying too close to the line there, which is unfortunate, but still gaining all the lost time back, so all to play for in the rest of the lap. But as you can see here, we completely missed the apex, then getting our braking point right here and going onto the throttle quite nicely and not even losing too much time here. Going into the hairpin, we brake way too early. You can brake really late and let the car rotate because of the banking into that corner. The reason for our bad quali is just because I did a lot of race practice right before this, and in quali you have to brake a lot later. And here we're gonna lose the most time. Just yeah. Let's just not talk about Spoon. So we're down by 4.5 tenths, more or less. Getting a really bad sector time. Yeah, this lap is just so bad. But we had to get a lap on the board, so we don't invalidate here, luckily. And crossing the line, it's gonna be a 29.1, which puts us in 8th place somehow. Such a shit lap. So now going on to our third run, and if you look at the top right, we go out too late. Me and my teammate, we're talking about the sector times, and we just forgot the time. And both of us didn't have a chance to do third run. As you can see, luckily Van der Brug moves us down into P11, so we can start on the mediums. Pole was a 28.2, which was actually my PB in a qualifying session, just showing the potential. Now let's get into the race. Here we go then. Suzuka International Racing Course, as it's also called. Of course, we're here for the Japanese Grand Prix, and this track is not definitely not a bad track. It's also not the best track to start off when you're turning off your line, but I'm still gonna do it. Going into this race, I'm not too focused on the results. Just want to try and make the least amount of mistakes possible and hopefully keep up with the pack. I felt quite confident that my pace would be alright if I just didn't make too many mistakes. So let's hope we can do that as we're forming the grid and we're waiting for the lights to turn on.
As soon as the grid has formed, be ready with the clutch.
The lights are going on now. It's 5 red lights and away we go. Do we get a good start? Not really. The Ferrari on our inside does get a good start, so he's gonna try and fight us into turn 1. But as you can see here, he clips the inside curb and you don't want to do that. He almost spins as Van der Brug does spin, and we gain another position. Right now we're right behind Oldwine. Can we find a gap? No, we can't, and for now we just have to sit behind him and stay put in 9th place. Then moving on to the end of lap 1 of World, end of sector 2. A VSC gets deployed. Don't look at our line. Look there, please. A VSC gets deployed, so we can rest out a little bit. And then after the VSC was ending, we were trying to get a decent start here. Oldwine gets a really good start and he tries to fight Milan. Milan, they touch a little bit. He goes off track, and we say thank you. We can go up to 8th place already in lap 2. Right here, we're gonna try and keep up with the soft runners. And Lewis makes a big mistake, and he also spins around. So after 2 laps, we're already in 7th place. And I was feeling pretty good, except for this moment here, where I made a huge mistake. I missed my braking point, and I got a warning for it. Really unfortunate. Here we're gonna try and find a gap between these 3 IFR guys. Milan goes down the inside of Joel, really nice move. And I think he would rather stick behind Steph for now, as a safety car gets deployed. And it's lap 4, so the pit stop is usually, if you go soft hard or soft medium, you usually go soft medium, you pit around lap 11. So the hards are going to be the better choice for now. I don't think the mediums can make it. Maybe they can make it, but there will be 90%, there will be puncture territory. We go to the hards, and I thought everyone's going to the hards, we'll be 8th place on the hards. I'd be happy with that. No one pitted, and we're going to be net P2 on the hards. So suddenly I was in a podium position without my line, and I really didn't expect that. Here we're trying to get a good safety car reset, but we don't. I think I just forgot to put the throttle down somehow. And we're gonna try and defend the inside here, but we brake too late. And he gets quite an easy move down our inside. And we have to stick behind him in P10 for now. You're gonna see now, the lap after that, we overtake Jarno, his ghost car, because he disconnected or something happened. Then moving on to the end of lap 9, Old Wine behind us gets close. We brake too early, and he goes down our inside. We go over the curb, we get a 3-second time penalty, and we lose a position. And people behind us get involved in a huge crash. And another safety car gets deployed. Right now it's lap 10, so the mediums can easily make it. And the mediums are going to be way faster than the hards, so I thought, let's go to the hards. I'm not going to lose a lot of positions. And I actually didn't lose any positions, if I see that correctly. So right now we're in 8th place with 4 cars in front of us and 3 of them on hards. And the guys ahead are obviously on a different strategy, but that's, I think, a net B5, if I say it correctly. Now our teammate was ahead of this group, so he told us when he would go, and he would go as late as possible. And here I was just paying attention to a wrench, but I should have paid attention to my teammate, and I went out so late again. Yes, we get a very bad restart, so we're gonna have to try and defend again. This time we do get it right, and we brake as late as possible. Now, as you can see, we're very close to a wrench here. The reason for that is because all the hard runners in front of us are just way slower and have way less traction. So we're gonna try and make a different line from wrench, but we're not able to get the traction or the speed to go around him into that corner. So for now we're just gonna sit behind wrench, and you can see here that his light is gonna start flashing. And with an overtaking opportunity coming up, we're gonna put on our overtake and try to launch him going into this corner. We brake very late, we go down the inside of wrench, and we touch a little, but we make the move stick without damage, and it's a very nice move. Up to P7 now, and now we're behind Old Wine, and now we're behind, crucially, behind the hard runners. Of course we're on fresh mediums. The mediums are going to be way faster for now, so it's crucial that we get past the hard runners as soon as we can. Right now there are 3 people in front of us on hards, and the cars ahead still have to make a pit stop, so we're in a net P4. And Old Wine here touches the grass, and we go down the inside. He gets out of shape on the exit as well, and we get the move done, and we are up to P6 after a couple of laps. Here you see me making another mistake and exceeding track limits, getting my 5th warning, I think, or my 4th. Right here we got up to Zach, not a lot splitting us, so we're gonna try and get close enough to him while not using too much overtake. We are able to do that. We brake very late. We can brake so much later than the hard runner. He gets out of shape, and we're gonna try to make the move straight away, and we're on the outside here, so we're gonna have to sit behind him, but we're gonna leave our overtake on, get some slipstream and go to the outside of him. Here he touches the grass again, just like the first lap, and we can make the move stick around the outside, and now it's lap 16 and we're up to P5, and that's a net P2. I was wrong when I was talking before, and now I'm in a net P2. And as you can see, Leroy slowing down a lot because my teammate Spaghetti Chips made a big mistake, and he pitted right after this, which helped me a lot actually, because Leroy now does not have DRS on the cars ahead. Me on the mediums, I'm gonna try and get the best exit possible, and straight away I'm gonna put on my overtake. Can we make this move stick? We have the pace advantage. We go down the inside and there's a car right on the apex, and we're just about able to not hit the car on the apex. Someone retired in the pits, but his car was on AI, and here we touch the curb and we almost spin out. Somehow Leroy stays behind us here. And after all that, we're in a net P1. Actually, am I in a net P1? No, that isn't right? Maybe we're in a net P2, but it doesn't matter because another safety car comes out, and obviously we're gonna go onto the softs. And I thought everyone would do it, but not everyone did. Two people stayed out. Van der Brug and Leroy stayed out, which in my opinion is not the right call, but we're gonna see if it works out for them. Right now, of course, we're in 4th, but we are on fresh softs. Only done 1 laps on them in the or done half a lap in the quali session. So finally, after 3 tries or 2 tries, we finally get a good safety car restart. Vianen touches the inside curb. It doesn't spin. This Ferrari doesn't, luckily for him. And we're gonna try and sit behind him, and hopefully he can make a mistake. And already we can see his light flashing, meaning he's using a lot more ERS than we are. The whole race I was really cautious in using my ERS. Here you see me making my 6th mistake of the race, getting a 6-second time penalty, which is really bad. I honestly wasn't thinking too much about it. And here we're gonna try and brake late again, but he also brakes late. We touch each other, making me ahead of him, but I backed out of it. I didn't put on overtake and didn't try to make that move stick because yeah, I'm obviously not gonna do that after I touch him. Moving on to lap 26 of 27. Vianen still not able to get close to the medium runners. They're on old medium tires, but Vianen on fresh softs is not able to get close to them. So I had to do something. Here he makes a big mistake, a little mistake. He doesn't have ERS, as you can see, so we're gonna leave it on. We're gonna go down around the outside, get some slipstream from Leroy, try to make it around the outside. We leave a lot of space and Vianen is able to keep it, and here we're trying to get the switch back, but we're not gonna make it into the first of the S's because we don't want to spin out, of course, and we know that he doesn't have ERS, so there's another opportunity later in this lap, and hopefully he's used up more ERS as well in this little section. So we're gonna try to get as close as possible here, but we're not quite close enough to get a move into this hairpin. We're getting really close to him though, and we're gonna try and use all of our overtake a little bit here to get close to him after Spoon, because there's such a long straight, and with the slipstream and the use of ERS, you can really make a move happen there. So it's important we get a good exit here. We do get a good exit, and we're gonna put on all of our overtake. Can we get close enough? We are getting closer, but it's only 3/10 right now. And going into the corner, his light starts flashing. We gain so much time on him. We're gonna go down the outside. We're gonna brake later than him. And can we make the move stick? Oh, we touch a little bit of wheels, but we're gonna use the rest of our overtake here. He doesn't have any, and we're gonna cross the line in P3. And I'm just gonna forget about my penalties. This was just a very nice podium. I'm very happy, very glad. No, all kidding aside, a P8 after those penalties, still P3 on track. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, my mistakes, of course, were bad, but this was my first time without line. and I hope you guys enjoyed it. On the screen you're gonna see my last league race, which was on Canada, and for now I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Please watch my other league racing content, and see you next time, guys.